and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing my January Blu-ray / DVD pickups for the new releases. So basically this is everything I picked up Monday movie hunting, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. So I'm going to do it like this because I've got a nice little layout that I'm going to do, so hopefully you'll see. So the first week of January, nothing came out actually. But moving on to the second week, the first film I picked up was Hell or High Water. Now I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, it's been getting a lot of talk. It's kind of a modern day western type of thing, and I really enjoyed it. I definitely think I will watch it again. And just to let you know, all of these movies I have talked about in a little bit more depth in Friday reviews. This is just going to be a quick little overview, but yeah, I gave this 4 stars and I did enjoy it and I did have a good time with it, and it was my favourite pickup of that week, so that's always a plus. But yeah, Hell or High Water, that is my first pickup of the year, and it's the first one that I watched, so that's pretty cool. And also that week we had another film come out, and that was Morgan. So I picked this up on DVD instead of Blu-ray, just because I'm not sure. I just thought, you know what, I don't mind. I don't think they had the Blu-ray in the shop, so I thought I'll get the DVD. Now Morgan was a bit of a mixed bag for me. It's kind of a sci-fi, like, you know, make your own person, I don't know what you call it, type of movie. But it was directed by Luke Scott, who's Ridley Scott's son, which is what intrigued me to the film. And I thought the direction of the film was good. It was just maybe the plot and the story that was kind of lacking, and maybe the pacing as well. But more the pacing of the story than the film. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. I gave this 3.5 stars though. I did kind of have some fun with it. It wasn't awful, I didn't hate it. I thought it was alright for what it was. I kind of went into it not expecting too much, and I kind of got what I almost expected out of it. It was just an okay film, but still I'm glad I picked it up. But probably isn't one that I'm going to watch anytime soon in the future. So those two are the first pickups for that week. So moving on to the next week. First of all, I have Hunt for the Wilderpeople. Now this is a brilliant film that I loved so much. I gave this film 5 stars. I would definitely recommend it. I loved it. It's one of my favourite watches of this month that I picked up. I would definitely recommend it. It's just a lot of fun. It's a great film. It's a great comedy. It's just brilliant in so many ways, and I can't wait to rewatch this one. However, I'm not sure if it was my favourite pickup of the week, because this week I had 2 pickups, and both of them I gave 5 stars. So of course that was Hunt for the Wilderpeople, which was a 5-star watch, but then also that week we had Kubo and the 2 Strings, which is another fantastic film that I gave 5 stars, like I said. And this is from, I don't know how to say it, Leica? I'm not really sure how to pronounce the company. They do stop motion animation. They've done Coraline, Paranorman, Box Trolls, and then this is Kubo. Again, I can't wait to rewatch this one. I thought it was a brilliant film. I watched it in 3D, and the 3D was fantastic as well. So overall, this second week of pickups was probably the best of the weeks. This was a brilliant week. Both movies I gave 5 stars, and I was really pleased with my pickups this week. Now also this week, movies that came out that I didn't pick up. Don't Breathe came out this week, and that's one that I definitely have my eye on. It's one that I didn't pick up, but I would like to pick up in the future. So let me know if you've seen that in the comments below. We also had Ben-Hur come out this week. Not one that I'm too interested in. I don't think I'll pick it up anytime soon, but if you'd like to recommend it, let me know in the comments below. And then also Blair Witch came out this week as well. And I don't know, I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll watch it in the future, maybe not. I've not heard the best things, so it was just kind of one that I passed up on there. Okay, and the next week was the one that I picked up the most pickups. I picked up 4 pickups this week. And the first one was The Girl with All the Gifts. I really enjoyed this movie. I gave it 4.5 stars. And it's probably tied with one of my favourites of this week. It's just like a zombie apocalypse movie, but kind of with a twist. It's a little bit different, and I definitely want to rewatch it in the future. So it's on my rewatch soon list, which is pretty big to be honest, but I definitely recommend this one. Again, along with Hunt for the Wilderpeople, Kubo, this is another one that I'm really going to recommend. I think it's a bit underrated. I didn't hear too many people talking about it, and I really, really loved it. So that's A Girl with All the Gifts, which is the first one for that week. And then another one, we have Southside with You. This was my least favourite of this week. And I wouldn't say it's my, I don't know, it's kind of tied along with Morgan. I gave it 3.5 stars. I appreciated it for what it was, but I just kind of felt that it was maybe lacking a little bit. I don't know. I just didn't get everything that I wanted from the film. Kind of reminded me of Before Sunrise, which I also kind of had the same problem with, so I think it's just me and these type of films that maybe just not my favourite type of films. But nonetheless, I'm glad I picked it up. I'm glad that I've seen it now, and I felt like I got to know the Obamas a little bit more. So there is that. Yes, that's Southside with You. And then the next pickup is another one that was tied for my favourite of this week, and that is Captain Fantastic. This was a brilliant film. I really, really loved it. Again, I can't wait to rewatch it. I gave it 4.5 stars. There was a little bit in the middle, well, actually more towards the ending, kind of the third act of the film, that I was a bit unsure of. Otherwise, I think I would have actually given this one 5. So I did really enjoy it. I definitely would recommend it. The acting was fantastic by all the children, and of course by Viggo Mortensen. I'm not very good at saying his name, sorry. But yeah, definitely recommend. It's a great film. It's lots of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And then finally, for this week, we have The Magnificent Seven, which I also found was lots of fun. It was action-packed, it was funny, it was kind of comical. It's a Western film, so it kind of reminded me of a couple of other Westerns I've watched recently. I'd watched quite a few. I'd watched The Hateful Eight and Hell or High Water. But it was very different from both of those because I felt like it didn't take itself too seriously. It was very comical and fun, that kind of thing. So I gave this one 4 stars. I enjoyed it. I will watch it again in the future. I think it's one that I could see myself watching just to have a good time with and have a bit of a laugh. I thought the cast was brilliant as well. So I'm glad I picked it up, and that's The Magnificent Seven. So that week, like I said, there was 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3. They don't all fit. 4. So overall, a great week for pickups, and yeah, I gave them all 4 or more, bar Southside with You, so that's always a good thing. So moving on to the final week of January. The sun seems to have just dipped behind a cloud, so I've just put the light on. But as I was saying, the final week for January, I picked up Bridget Jones's Baby, which I loved and would highly recommend. I gave it 5 stars. I had lots of fun with it. It didn't let me down. I loved Bridget. I was kind of worried it was going to be not quite the same, but I had loads of fun with it and I really enjoyed it. So if you've seen the first 2 and enjoyed them, I definitely recommend this one. It was my favourite watcher of the week, but I kind of felt like we knew that was going to happen. So that's Bridget Jones's Baby. And then the other one I picked up in the final week was Deepwater Horizon. Now I really enjoyed this as well, and I definitely think I will rewatch it again in the near future. I gave it 4.5 stars. It was very good. It was very tastefully done, I felt. I thought Mark Wahlberg was great. I thought that the setup for the movie was very good. Kind of the introduction, and kind of you really felt like you learnt quite a bit. Well, I did anyway. And overall, I enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen it, I would recommend that one as well. So, oh, and there's one final thing before I wrap things up. We have a bonus pickup, which is actually the only thing that I haven't watched of this bunch, so I need to watch this soon, and that is Eleanor of Avalor. This is just a pickup that I picked up on the same week here. It came out on this last week of January, and I haven't seen it yet, so I haven't really got much to say, but it is something that I did pick up as well during Monday Movie Hunts. So overall, I'd say, what have we got? My best recommendations will be the 3 5-star watches I had. We've got Bridget Jones's Baby, Kubo and the 2 Strings, and Hunt for the Wilder People. So it's the 3 movies that I gave 5 stars, so I definitely recommend you check out those if you are interested. So it's the 3 that I really loved. We also have the 4.5-star movies, which obviously, of course, I really recommend as well. We have Girl with All the Gifts. We have Captain Fantastic. And Deepwater Horizon. This is kind of working out well. It's like 3 for every category here. So again, really enjoyed these. Would highly recommend. And then I feel like, see, these last 2 I really enjoyed as well and would recommend, but they're obviously in the lower category now. The 4 stars, I've got Magnificent Seven and Hell or High Water. Very interesting how they're both kind of the same in genre, but I don't know what that says. But yeah, those two. I feel like a lot of people really enjoyed this more than me. I think I'll enjoy it more on a second time watch. And then my two least favourite films of the month, which I feel like I still gave high ratings to. 3.5 stars is pretty good. 2 DVDs as well, which is kind of weird. Morgan and Southside with You. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't lower the ratings for them. I enjoyed them for what they were, and I did have fun watching them both. So, yep. So again, not ones I'd highly recommend. Obviously, you can see in which order I'd recommend them, but those ones I picked up. So we have quite a few here now, and let me know in the comments below if you've seen any of these films, and you can let me know what you think I should pick up or should watch, which I haven't. I don't think I didn't mention if there was any pickups in the last week that I didn't pick up, and now I'm wondering if there was. So these are all my January pickups. Let me know in the comments below which ones you've seen. Oh, let me get Eleanor. She's left out. There we go. That's everything that I picked up in January. I will be doing one of these for February, so thumbs up if you enjoy these kind of overviews. And I do hope to have watched all the films before doing this, so it might be sometimes a week into the next month or so. So say it's now this is a week of February has gone, just so I can get everything watched, because I think that works better. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, or if you are a newbie, I'll see you then. Goodbye!